Morning, dear students. Welcome to the virtual session of SST Class 8th. Students, we were on Chapter 3 of Geography, Natural Vegetation and Wildlife Resources. I have already sent you the Part 1 video of this chapter. Today, we are going to start our topic from Natural Vegetation in India. The picture on the screen you're seeing is of the Indian map. India has different climatic zones due to which it has a variety of natural vegetation. Natural vegetation, we're talking about the plants, the grasslands and the various type of forest we have discussed in our previous video. Some parts receive rainfall more than others. Forests are an important part of natural vegetation of India. Although it is very important to conserve natural vegetation, some of the advantages are: there are several advantages. Natural vegetation holds the soil and replenishes the groundwater. Plants and trees use carbon dioxide to prepare their food. We know what is the process of photosynthesis as well. Plants and trees are home to wildlife, birds and animals. हम सबको पता है कि there is a variety of animals live in jungles. That's why it is important to conserve natural vegetation. I will show you the map of India that is full of wildlife. Many commercial products such as medicinal, herbs, fruits, timber, wood are obtained from natural vegetation. The picture on the screen you're seeing is of the map that contains lot of plants, animals and the wildlife map which is available in India. Let's continue with our next topic, that is conservation of natural vegetation, why it is important and how we can do it. With scientific progress and technological development, human beings have started utilizing these natural resources at a much larger scale. We are not worrying about that it will be ended by soon. So we have to use it optimally. The main reason for the degradation of natural vegetation, especially the forest, are the rapid growing population. Forests are cut down due to the increasing population, due to the increase in the settlements we are making. Thus, human activities and climatic changes have caused the loss of natural habitat. अगर ये फॉरेस्ट और जंगल्स इसी तरीके से डिस्ट्रॉय होते रहेंगे, इमेजिन अबाउट द लाइफ ऑफ द वाइल्ड लाइफ. हर एनिमल सिटीज़ या टाउन्स में तो नहीं रोम कर सकता. इट इज़ अ हाउस फॉर देम, सो इट विल बी वेरी डिफ़िकल्ट फॉर देम टू सर्वाइव. मैनी स्पीशीज़ ऑफ ट्रीज़ आर ऑन दी वर्ज ऑफ एक्सटिंक्शन. धीरे धीरे सब स्पीशीज़, बहुत कुछ पर्टिकुलर ट्रीज़ ऐसे हैं, दे आर एट दी वर्ज ऑफ एक्सटिंक्शन, मीन्स बहुत जल्दी ख़त्म होने वाले हैं. Many factors such as deforestation, construction of roads, railways, building, industries, soil erosion have accelerated the destruction of the natural vegetation. One of the most important method of conserving forest is to plant trees. It is very important to plant a tree. Do you know there is one famous saying कि एक ह्यूमन बीइंग को पूरी लाइफ टाइम में एटलीस्ट 5 प्लांट्स तो सो करने ही चाहिए, सीड्स सो करने चाहिए और प्लांट्स को ग्रो करना चाहिए. Afforestation, preventing the cutting of trees and creating awareness among the people about the importance of the trees help in conserving the forest. There are some awareness programs also, such as Van Mahotsav, social forestry and Chipko movement. It should be encouraged at local as well as the regional levels, so that they're mostly caused by the negligence of the human beings. As everybody know, if the people will be aware about these programs, they can take some of the major steps and should be taken against such negligence. The next is the wildlife distribution. The wildlife refers to birds, animals, insects, fishes and reptiles. In a biosphere, all organisms are interdependent. They are an important part of ecosystem. So let's read one by one about the wildlife of different countries. The first is the Africa. Wildlife in Africa. It is gifted by nature with a large number of tropical and equatorial forests. Forest we have discussed earlier in my previous video also. It is a variety and it is a home of wildlife which includes elephants, hippos, rhinos, pythons, crocodiles, zebras, deer and many more animals. Many national parks and wildlife sanctuaries have been developed in Africa to provide natural habitat to the animals living there. The next picture you're seeing on the screen is about the wildlife in Asia. These are the animals, they are commonly available there. Asia has a large variety of vegetation and climate. Hence, many species of wildlife are found here. It is cold taiga, tundra regions are inhabited by several variety of lynxes, mink, sable, musk deer, polar bear, and etc. You can see the picture of Amur leopard, Indian rhino, snow leopard, water buffalo, yak, siamang, and many more. Moving on to next is about wildlife in Australia. Australia is known for some unique animals. I've asked in Zoom also, do you know which is the national animal of Australia? It is kangaroos, koalas, wallabies. Kangaroos is the national animal of Australia, and other animals which are available there are dingo, mulgara, platypus, and spinner dolphin, black flying fox, kookaburra, and obstacle birds, etc. Next, wildlife in Europe. Europe is not rich in wildlife. Most of the forests have been cleared to provide land for settlement. वहाँ पर बहुत सारे हाउस डेवलप हो चुके हैं, पॉपुलेशन बढ़ चुकी है, इसलिए ज़्यादा वाइल्ड लाइफ वहाँ पर अब नहीं है. इंडस्ट्रीज एंड एग्रीकल्चर. सम एनिमल्स एंड बर्ड्स इंक्लूड वाइल्ड बर्ड्स, एंटीलोप्स, polar bears, partridges, cuckoos are available there. Next is the wildlife in North America. North America has a large variety of wildlife even today. The northern part where the climate is very cold has mostly fur bearing animals जिनके fur होते हैं क्योंकि बहुत ठंड होती है वहाँ पर. Right, that fur helps them to keep their body warm. Arctic foxes, polar bears, blue foxes, musk deer, hedgehogs, beavers, bison, इस पिक्चर में इन सब की पिक्चर है, are found in areas of warmer climate. Next is the wildlife in South America. South America has a large variety of wildlife, especially in Amazon basin. Some of the animals include anteaters, rhea, condor, armadillos, anacondas are available here. It has the largest variety of birds and reptiles. The picture on the screen you're seeing is about the world wildlife distribution. The type of wildlife found on Earth depends upon the climate and natural vegetation found in the region. Alright, so the natural habitat provides facilities for growth, development, reproduction, shelter, food, etc. Greatest variety of wildlife is found in the equatorial forest and the varied wildlife in the different continents. We have already explained, I have discussed about the wildlife in Africa, in Asia, Australia, Europe, North America, and South America as well. Moving on to next is the advantages of wildlife. Wildlife includes mammals, birds, insects, aquatic life. These maintain a balance in the ecosystem. Herbivores eat only plant. What are herbivorous animals? जो सिर्फ plant eating होते हैं, so plants खाते हैं. And keep on check on vegetation population. Carnivorous कौन होते हैं? जो eat dead plants and animals as well. Scavengers eat dead organisms and prevent them from accumulating by keeping an environment clean. ये animals dead animals को खा लेते हैं जिससे environment जो है वो clean रहता है. Alright, the next is why it is important to conserve the wildlife. The various economic activities of human beings have distributed the natural habitat of many species of wildlife. Right, this has greatly upset the ecological balance. Wildlife जो है वो ख़त्म होती जा रही है. क्यों? Because of the increasing population, settlements बढ़ते जा रहे हैं और ये animals extinct होते जा रहे हैं, मरते जा रहे हैं. So, in many parts of the world, poaching of animals means killing of the animals, such as tigers, elephants, foxes, deer, black buck, has led to sharp decline in the total number of such endangered species of animals. People should realize, even we should realize, that conservation of wildlife is very important for future of any of the country. School children, means you, should be encouraged to participate in various conservation programs. In the last 100 years, human beings have become conscious of the plight of wildlife. Many countries in the world have made plans to establish biosphere reserves, national parks to save the wildlife. Many countries have also passed laws in favor of the protecting the wildlife and natural vegetation. Hunting for pleasure means आप शौक के लिए अगर hunting कर रहे हैं तो that has been banned. It is a punishable offense. The picture on the screen is of CITES. The full form of CITES is the Convention of International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Flora and Fauna. It is an international agreement between the governments to ensure that international trade of wild animals and plants do not threaten their survival. Several species such as dolphin, cacti, corals, orchids and aloes have been saved from extinction due to the efforts of CITES. You can see the official logo of CITES is this. So, by this we have completed the explanation of this chapter. We will read the terminology and the summary of this chapter in our Zoom class. Till then, you can go through the video, go through the chapter. If there is any doubt, we'll definitely discuss in the Zoom class. Till then, happy learning.